I'm a Fortnite content creator that doesn't watch Fortnite content, and I think the main reason is because a lot of it for me is just boring. I don't see much value in it, it's gotten really stale, and I just don't think that a lot of it is for me. But before I get into the specifics of how we got here and why I think that is, I have to make something very clear, because this is a video that I have been planning to make for well over 6 months, but just didn't know how I wanted to present it. And even now as I'm talking to you guys, I'm still a little cautious about how I'm going to go about this, because anytime you attack someone's content, as a content creator, people are obviously going to look at your own, and I think that that's entirely fair. So before we begin, I want to make this clear. The people that I'm going to talk about today are all more successful than me. They get more views, their streams are more successful, they've done way cooler things than I have in this content space, and quite frankly, I've taken a lot of inspiration from a vast majority of these people. They as individuals or as content creators, I have a lot of respect for. However, because of my respect for these people and because of the pedestal I guess I've put them on, I hold them to a different standard, and when I see things dipping below that standard, I think it's fair that it should be addressed. And if there's ever a point in time where people feel like that's going on with my content, I expect the same to be done to me. I never want to do something to someone that I wouldn't expect to be done to myself. On top of that, I realize that my content is not perfect, that I don't have all the solutions, and there's probably a good reason why a lot of these content creators do the things that they do, and we're going to get into that today too. But let's make something very clear here. Just because I'm not as successful as these people yet, or I haven't done some of the things that they've done yet, doesn't mean that what I have to say today isn't going to be valuable to them or to you watching. If you're someone who's aspiring to be a content creator, or even someone who just enjoys Fortnite content, I think what I've got laid out for you today will be incredibly interesting, because it's a discussion that I think a lot of people are either ignoring or just aren't willing to talk about. As I said at the beginning of this video, one of the biggest issues that I have with Fortnite content personally is that it feels boring to me. And the main reason for that is because it's gotten repetitive. It's the same 4 or 5 concepts over and over again. Oh, let's do a fashion show. Oh, let's troll these Fortnite content creators. Oh, let's sneak and have a pro use my keyboard to troll my friends. Oh, I'm gonna sneak into this content creator's Fortnite tournament and they have to guess who I am. It's just blatantly corny, and I'm tired of seeing it. And the funny part is these videos get pumped out so often. Now, I understand why that is. When you're on the level of some of these top tier content creators like CypherPK and Courage JD, they're trying to do daily uploads. It's more of a quantity over quality type situation. And when I say that, that doesn't mean that the videos themselves aren't well produced or well edited. No, I believe they've actually got this down to a science, but what they've done is produced, in essence, the fast food of Fortnite content. It's a bunch of cheap recycled ideas that don't really push the envelope of Fortnite content or the Fortnite space. And a lot of the content, quite frankly, is juvenile. It appeals to a younger audience. I believe that's the reason why Fortnite is perceived as a kid's game, because the vast majority of the most popular content is catered towards children. But if there's one thing I learned in my life from being a child once and also being on the other end of the spectrum as an adult now, is that children like to be treated like young adults. That doesn't mean we throw the harshness of life at them every 5 seconds and give them no chance of escape from their hard day-to-day things that they're going through. However, that also doesn't mean that we have to talk down to our audience. And what I see a lot of larger content creators is making content that I feel talks down to their audience. You're treating children like children when they should just be respected as young people. This content works. I'm not denying the fact that it does, but I think there's going to be a point where people just get tired of it. Before I shot this video, I went and looked at a bunch of different Fortnite content because I wanted to see exactly what it is these guys were producing. And if I'm being honest, I was pleasantly surprised. I think the content was actually really interesting. I even found myself getting caught up in a few videos. Once again, this isn't a matter of whether or not the content is well produced. It clearly is, but there's something severely lacking, which is something that I try to put in each one of my videos, and that thing is depth. Let me give you an example. There's actually a video that I didn't expect to enjoy from CypherPK. It was one where he was trolling Fortnite pros. He went on an alt account with a friend of his that was also another Fortnite pro player, and they went and just started bodying people while they were live on stream. I actually think that's a really interesting concept, and it was a really good video. I was intrigued. However, that's not going to hold my attention forever. What I want to watch this type of content all the time. Is this going to make me want to come back to Cypher's channel? And quite frankly, for me personally, the answer is no. The content that I used to really enjoy from Cypher was when he did commentary videos like this.
In 5 years, Fortnite's building mechanic will be dead. I've thought about this a lot, and by the end of this video, I think you'll be convinced too.
I don't know what happened, but last year, Cypher just stopped doing commentary content. He and iTalk were two of the people that motivated me to do this style of content primarily. I enjoyed it. I like when the Fortnite content creators sit down and have a conversation with me about certain aspects of Fortnite content creation or certain things that they like or don't like about the game. I don't know what happened. Maybe the retention wasn't as good on those videos. Maybe he just got to a point where he didn't want to do it anymore, because I'll be honest, these kind of videos take a lot more forethought than some of the other ones that these larger content creators are consistently producing. Like I told you guys before, I've been thinking about this video for over 6 months because I know how controversial this topic can be. The point of my videos is to encourage dialogue between me and the Fortnite community. And as a result of that, that's also going to include people that don't care to take into consideration the context of what I'm trying to say. So for that reason alone, maybe that's why Cypher and a lot of the other large content creators have no desire to do this style of content, because those larger discussions can bring in a fury of controversy. I think the best way to describe modern Fortnite content is that it's safe, it doesn't push boundaries, it doesn't require you to put any thought or effort into expressing yourself or your opinion when it comes to something. However, from the handful of comments that I've seen on my videos, I can definitely tell that there are a lot of people out there that want to actually express their opinions and thoughts about this game, but don't have an avenue to do that, which is why I make the content that I do here on this channel. And not everything I do is commentary. I enjoy lighthearted content. I want to say that I do think there's a place for that. Random question. Are you guys buying Pokemon's cookies? Do you even know what I'm talking about right now? Honestly, random question. No, this probably isn't the most opportune time to ask it. However, are you guys buying Pokemon's cookies just out of curiosity? There's a point where it just feels somewhat disingenuous. A lot of it feels honed in, and a prime example of that, I would argue, would be Courage JD. I wanted this channel because I was curious to see how many times he's done the fashion show concept within the last 4 to 6 months. I opened up 4 tabs and clicked on 4 different videos. And you know what I found? It was the exact same damn video every single time.
Today I'm going undercover in a Star Wars fashion show. Hey guys, I'm hosting a fashion show, and somewhere between all of these people is Courage. Today I'm going undercover in the world's first Halloween fashion show, and I have the one and only Michael Myers judging the show today. Today I'm going undercover in Cypher PK's OG hide and seek. This video should be really long because I'm never gonna get caught, and Cypher's really bad at seeking. Today, Cypher PK is controlling my Fortnite game, but there are many twists throughout this video, all the way to the point where if I win, I might have him archive his own icon skin.
What? I can't do that.
What's up, everyone? I got something for you. You'll never believe what just happened.
I understand that this content is not made for me. The larger Fortnite content creators are not making content for people that are my age. So for me to say I don't like it doesn't really mean much because it's not made for me, and that's okay. However, where do people like me that are in their late 20s go to get content as a older fan of Fortnite? Now listen guys, it's not just Courage that bores me either. I went and looked at Lachlan's channel as well as Ninja's. Now I will say this, Ninja probably has the best edited Fortnite gameplay content out of anybody out there on the internet. But at the end of the day, it's still gameplay content, and I just don't really care about gameplay anymore. I used to get excited about gameplay videos when Fortnite was new, but that's just not exciting to me anymore unless you put an interesting spin on it, which is why I had respect for Cypher's video. But even when it comes to Cypher, I don't care about him trolling different Fortnite pros. That's not what I want to go and watch him for. That's not what I want to go and watch Ninja for either. And with all due respect, when I say this, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but when I watch Lachlan, it just feels like he's not having fun.
We want ADS recoil and spread, so I think let's do that. And then let's reduce recoil on top of that. Look, I don't know. They probably weren't even the greatest attachments to go for, but they're the ones I went for.
Honestly, I don't think a lot of the Fortnite content creators are necessarily having the most fun. Like, yeah, there are some that definitely get a bit more excited than others and have this really excited voice and, oh man, we gotta get you guys hyped today about the new. Like, yeah, but we all do that, okay? I've done that in my videos. But the one thing I will say for myself, and I can only speak for myself on this, is that I genuinely am excited and genuinely have fun when I make the content that I make. I don't know if I can say that for all of the other larger content creators. And I think the reason why that is because they feel like they have to fit within a certain mold, and they have to not necessarily be family friendly, but they have to kind of cater to children and have this really goofy, funny, ooh excitement persona, and that's just not true.
Why is it that every time we do these videos, I have to go against the most difficult players in the entire world?
It happens. It happens.
I'm dead, Cypher.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you got me. All right, so you have been working on your lying skills. 'Cause that sounded so genius. genuine.
I think Ninja himself made this point very eloquently.
He's not used to that content creation style.
Dude, let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what it is.
I said let's go to the cave.
I just think it's I don't know, maybe I'm in my own head, but I just think it's just fake, right? It's not. It's like 3, 2, 1 and scene. Hey guys, what's up? It's like, and then you watch your live stream, right? And then that energy is just not there.
There's my demon would torch this thing.
Algorithms, and you gotta fight. You gotta.
I get it. Listen. I get it. It makes sense. I know it's an intro. I know it's a hook, right? I know that you need to be high energy but I just fucking can't stand it.
So what's my point to all this? Should the top Fortnite content creators stop what they're doing and maybe go for my business model and start doing more commentary content? No. I'm not saying that they should do that. They're making millions of dollars doing what they're doing, and they're far more successful than I am right now, and I think that that's great. I feel like we're in a weird transition phase with Fortnite content. I do think that there will be a new wave of up-and-coming content creators that won't necessarily take the place of the older ones, but I think will put a new spin on the Fortnite genre and give people something more to chew on. I also think Fortnite needs some older representation. And what I mean by that is I think the Fortnite content needs to grow up a little bit. Because the thing the older Fortnite content creators seem to be forgetting is that their younger fans are growing up. And if you're not growing with your audience, these guys are going to leave you for someone else over time. There's a lot of room at the top when it comes to Fortnite content creation, and I'm starting to understand why that is the longer I do this. If you've been around on my channel for the last 2.5 years, you've seen some insane strides with my career. And now I'm at a point where I still don't think a lot of people necessarily know who I am, but I think I've made a small dent in this Fortnite space. I want you guys to come on this journey with me as I strive to grind to the top of being one of the best Fortnite content creators on this platform. And if you want to see me do that, make sure to hit the subscribe button because we got a long way to go before we reach the top of this Fortnite mountain.